But yeah, we're trying to get the leave ending because you lose like a second having to skip the end credits in every other like main game cutscene sort of. Yeah. Dog ending is the only ending that you can fully watch the credits and not lose any time. Which is great, because it is the best, but I wish we could watch the UFO ending stuff, because the UFO ending stuff is great. Exactly. Yeah, the dog ending is like a pre-rendered cutscene, technically an FMV. Like, it operates the same way as the FMVs, essentially. Whereas the other endings play out with the game technically running in the background. Which is actually kind of an oversight, because the game does keep track of your completion time, so it should pause, given it pauses on all the other cutscenes. Which is wild that the Silent Hill 2 in-game timer is somehow better than, like, the Resident Evil Village in-game timer. Made 20 years before. Oh, the music volume's quiet. Can't adjust it on the fly. Fuck. Alright. Not drop text. Preferably. Intro so far. We're schmoving. Running in straight lines. Text didn't drop. All's well. Ugh. Almost running in straight lines. Like, I know we don't need perfect RNG for a PB. It'd be really nice if we could get perfect RNG just to maximize whatever time we can save off of the movement. Good start. Oh, I ran into the wall. Turned too early. What was that noise? Sound north of here. What the Japanese says. Trust me. Something like that. Oh, why? Ugh. Alright, let's see what the clock says. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, I read it wrong. That's actually the 709 again. Not bad. I thought I thought the minute hand was the hour hand. I blew it. I was so expecting it to be 240. I think that was 709. Pretty sure. Frame 143? Sounds about right. I want to see. I can't. Annoying. Oh. Yo, Pyramid Head, break it down for me. Damn, okay. I'm not familiar with that Fortnite dance. Gonna need to make some clock flashcards, yeah. Well, part of the reason why it's so hard, it's not just that I can't read a clock, is that I have to do it fast, and then there's other times that are in the range that are, like, really close. So I'm like, yeah, it's 709 because we've seen that one before, and so I know I can hit in that frame amount. But we're looking in, like, a range of, like, 100 frames, basically. Like, it could be anywhere, if I hit it too fast, it could be, like, frame 80. If I take long enough to hit it, it could be frame 160, 170. So, like, that's where the struggle really comes in, because I'm like, ooh, was that 709, or was it 710, which occurs only 5 frames later? Like... But yeah, no, it would help if I could read a clock a little bit better, I think. Ugh. Nice. No text. Just leave. No, that's because I said read a cock. Yeah, for sure. No, that wasn't the mic. That was me. It's like when I say the sucking cock fantasy, and people think I said sunken cost fallacy. But yeah, I'm pretty good at reading cocks. How much time did we lose? Not bad. Why was the mouse all the way up there? And then it was over there. What? Crazy. Come on, man.
Mary?
Not bad. Am I playing on console? No, this is on PC. This is the enhanced edition on PC. Game would be much darker and lower resolution if it were on console.
you find the lady you're looking for?
Oh, dude, I keep
What's her name?
bumping
Mary?
that chair, man. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna grab a beverage.
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But,
Are you alone here, Eddie?
no.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
Forget you. Yo, Thamaramax. Max. No. I've not. But I've heard it's good. Probably should. No, I've never played that, and I've also not played Signalis, which I've heard is good. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard good things. Yeah, no, never played it. I think it is in my Steam library. Never got around to it. Well, please. Spin move. Yo, Isangeki. The follow. A lot of times, instead of playing new games, I get stuck playing the same game for 2.5 years or something. No, not that long. Oh. Nice. Trying to deck Maria quickly as possible. Deck is the word I said, by the way. Alright, frame 709, or frame 143. I hope I got that right. Front has a little bit of potential. Five, 3, 8, 4. Yep. 4629. What was that, Nemioki? Can't read clocks, huh? I think I read that clock just fine. I got really lucky that it was 709 and not 710, or any of the other frames that are nearby. Genuinely. Otherwise, I would have looked like kind of an idiot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, Laura. Staying alive. Uh, uh.
James.
Mary?
Jams.
Oh, Maria.
Jams.
It's you.
James.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway.
Anyway!
Or in Spanish, James. Come on, man. Me llamo Yimmy. Oh, come on, man. There we go. That's how we want to do those stairs. Stairs. Me. Don't think that saves time. Didn't skip it. Would have liked to skip that text. Oh, it's so close. About a tie, PB. I get like tunnel vision sometimes on James's feet. Cause I'm just like trying to like control his line. It's alright. I mean, you know, it's like a standalone thing, you know, loosely based around characters. I think it's okay. Some weird decisions, but in terms of adaptation, I think it's fine. And then I think also the monster design in that movie is actually really good. Some of the unique monsters that they made for that movie were actually really well made. Overall, it's like, it's not bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's not like super good. It's not a movie that I like go back to watch or anything, you know? But yeah, I think it's good. Actually, fun fact, I saw that movie long before I played the games, because the first time I played Silent Hill 2 was like 3 years ago. And I saw the movie like maybe not when it came out, but when it came to VHS or something. I remember going over to a friend's house and watching it. And then probably again when I was like, I don't know, 18 or 19. Had never played a Silent Hill game. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of weird, but like, for me, and I sometimes get sort of like an imposter syndrome, but Silent Hill isn't like a nostalgia franchise for me, because I never played any of the original games. I was more a Nintendo boy growing up. I didn't have a PlayStation 2 till I was older. And even then, I generally stuck to Nintendo stuff. And also, I was very afraid of horror games. I wasn't really into horror stuff till 4 or 5 years ago. Not even. Like, maybe 4. I sort of realized, like, there's an art form to being spooky. And it's not all that bad. I'm a late bloomer to the horror genre. In a weird way, I think horror is like kind of a good escape. Because like, real life horror happens, you know, like life, we live in a society, man. Like life is horror, you know, like if you're around for long enough, you've seen enough bad shit go down where having an escape where things are somehow worse, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of like gives you, you're like, well, yeah, at least I don't live in a Silent Hill nightmare hell zone. Like, at least it's not that bad, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's really what is involved in the brain thinking behind horror, but maybe that's part of it for me. I sort of got mature enough where I was like, yeah, the shit that happens in these games isn't that scary when you think about it. Something like that. At least I'm not fighting ghosts in Hoboken. Yeah, pretty much. Yo, Garakuso. What's up? Oh. 0.04. At least the Choo Choo Charles graffiti on that train isn't real. That'd be sick, though. Choo Choo Charles on a train. Let's roll. Kinda have to pee, so let's smash out this run. Oh, come on. Well, I know there's like the etiquette where, as a graffiti person, as long as you don't cover up any of the important markings, like the weight limit or the like number train that it is and stuff like that, they usually leave it up until all the trains eventually get buffed. You know, they eventually go to like some warehouse where they just do a general scrubbing of all the trains. But I think that kind of etiquette is kind of cool, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna tag, at least do it semi-respectfully. But also, when a train goes by and it has no graffiti, it's a pretty sad sight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, when the train doesn't have any graffiti on it, yeah, it feels like it's naked. Like, as a train operator, I would rather be riding around with the cargo that has all the tags on it than the cargo that is just, like, totally bare, you know? Also, if it's already tagged, there's less likely chance that somebody's gonna come and spray over it, unless it's, like, a bad tag or there's beef or something. That'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. I do have, like, a certain level of respect, I think, for graffiti and, like, graffiti culture. Like, when I'm driving on the highway and you have those big sound barriers, you know? Like, so what, man? Like, let people do whatever they want. Sometimes they're, like, really creative. Sometimes it's just, like, a quick throw up tag, you know, like, had to get out of there fast. But when you see, like, a nice, like, 3D, like, mural with, like, a icon or, like, a character or something like that incorporated into the tag, like, when I see that shit, I'm like, damn. Like, that's very impressive. It's a shame that they had to do that secretly and, like, illegally, and if they had gotten caught, they would have gotten in trouble, and it's gonna be buffed in a week. Like, that's a shame, you know? Like, a lot of talent to waste. Sora, what are you doing on the desk? As a giant murder spider appeared on the tracks at the station. Yeah. It's been floating around on Instagram, but there's this giant building in Los Angeles that was, like, super abandoned. It's like a 30-story apartment building or something like that, and it never even finished construction. Like, the person building it went bankrupt or something like that, so it's just sitting there abandoned. And so, of course, graffiti artists took it upon themselves to, like, break in, and so it's like 30 floors of just, like, every single floor has a different, like, huge tag on it or something like that. And I was like, that's at least nicer to look at than, like, a decrepit, falling apart building where, like, the construction crew, because the building project was abandoned, they went through and, like, shattered all the windows, so all the windows are shattered out. Like, it's just like, I'd rather see graffiti than a fucking run-down,
and then
sketchy abandoned building.
About?
just before, don't you remember?
Yeah, there's some really nice ones in the
James,
cities around here,
did something happen to
and
you?
definitely in Manhattan,
After we
where
got
they're
separated
large
not long
commissioned projects where they get up on like a rope gimbal and, like, do the whole thing, like a
Someone else?
window cleaner sort of setup.
You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Repurpose it as an art museum. Yeah, that would actually be a great idea.
You said you took
And then do the inside too. Invite a bunch of graffiti artists, just the whole building, all 30 floors.
Still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
Yeah. Well, and I know there was a
You're
situation,
Maria.
I think, where, like, the cops were trying to arrest people but the building owner was like, I don't even want to press charges. Like, it's not worth my time or my money to, like, pursue all these people. Like, just, like, let them go, you know? Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, right? Bring your own shit and don't get hurt. Yeah. Oh, that was such a crazy fast ladder interaction. I wasn't even expecting it. Never done that. That was in the same movement that we picked up the, flips. That was crazy. Yeah, I've never done that. We gotta do that more often. Usually what happens is we hit the ladder and not the snips. Oh, please. But yeah, like I was saying, I kind of get stoked when I see new graffiti pop up on, like, the little highway barriers and shit like that, because I'm like, man, good for you. As long as there's no, like, violence or whatever maliciousness involved in it, good shit. Alright, we're not fighting the boss this time. That's good. Arsonist 5. Cool if we could get a little PB here. Oh, don't get stuck on that wall, man. A human being. Gravy sandwich, baby. Ooh. I don't usually go through and rename the other categories when somebody names a split, but since we switch Silent Hill 2 categories, if you name a split on this one, I'll change the other ones. And it's like the same splits for all of them, so... Only fair. I think I had a similar rule for RE7. Come on, dude. Maybe. Maybe a little bit. A little
Did I scare you?
You know what really scared me, Laura, is minus 2.83. Not a lot. Thank you, James. Gravy sandwich. Gravy sandwich. I get a little concerned when the camera doesn't switch. Missed. Yeah, it might help to have a split-up videotape, actually. No reason not to. Timer pauses.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm a disgusting.
James. No, James. Just go up the fucking stairs, my guy. Please.
James.
GG.
And that's a magic number.
Oh, 3707. Woo. Fuck. Damn, that with the leave ending would have been probably a 3705.